Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well, or should I say good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. Hope you're all well. Liverpool 1, Fulham 0, 5 in a row. We are back with the live match reaction and player ratings. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure that you subscribe, comment, and like. Those likes are very important to help us to grow on the road to 30k. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Drifty will be joining shortly. Don't worry, people. You'll have a full team here. Man like me, I know how you're feeling, but how are you feeling?
We got lucky today, I can't lie, but I'm just glad we got the window. Like sometimes, bro, do you remember when I was saying about not really too concerned about performances right now? We just need to just get points. Don't get me wrong, obviously you want to always win a good performance. It wasn't one tonight. It happens. But we got the 3 points, bro. And I kept on saying, that is all I care about. Just give me 3 points and see what happens, see where we end up. And that's what we did tonight, bro. We rode our luck tonight, I can't lie. And we have to thank our goalkeeper again because he's the best in the world. He just is, bro. He is... Bro, there's times when I look at Alisson and think, you're too good for us, bro. We let you down.
He's the most important player in our team at the moment.
We let him down so
and
much.
That's sad because
like
we used to laugh as Liverpool fans. We used to laugh at Man United, about De Gea and Man United. Obviously, that went on for a sustained period, but we can't keep on letting Alisson do this, man. Like he's probably won us more points or won us as many points this season as our attackers.
Yeah. No, do you know what?
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, and I think Drift saw some stat the other day, didn't he? Regarding Alisson, do you remember?
Oh yeah, but one-on-one situations. And look, but the first one, the first save from Carlos Vinicius, again, quality save. And then the second one, like,
bro,
he just knows what to do, like, and he makes it look easy. And these aren't easy saves. The guy's quality, man.
Here it is. One-on-ones prevented. Best among 78 Premier League goalkeepers between 2018 and 2022. One-on-ones prevented. Alisson is plus 13.1. The next person is Fabianski with 8.6. Then Dubravka 6.6. Then Edison 6.5. Alisson is 13.1, bro.
That was before today.
Yes. Remember, that's 2018 to 2022. That's not even counting this year. That's not counting this year, bro. That is crazy.
Guys,
that just goes to show you.
Truly, truly special.
He's too good, bro. He's too good.
Obviously, we won the game through a Salah penalty after Nunes won the penalty from clumsy bit of play from Diop. What was your opinion on the first half? Drift, I'll start with you.
I thought it was going to be 0-0, bro. I genuinely thought it was going to end 0-0. I didn't really enjoy the first half. I did not enjoy the first half. I was just going through the motions kind of with the first half. I was thinking we're going to have like a rolling second half display shooting towards the Kop. And then thankfully we got the penalty like the 41st minute or something like that, in it 40s, like somewhere around there.
Let me ask you, sorry to cut you, Drift. Was it definitely a penalty? Was there enough contact there? I'm just playing devil's advocate. I've got to ask the question.
Yeah.
And again, boys, let's be real. No, let's be real, Drift. If that was given, because the way I judge it, if it was given against us, would we be happy? Was there enough contact there?
Yeah.
It was, I'll be honest, it was soft. We got away with it.
It was soft.
It was soft. Because like you just said, if that was against us, I'm going ape in it. But it's one of them ones where here's the thing: he swipes at the ball, And if I'm not mistaken, he kind of just grazes Nunes if he doesn't, even if he touches him. But the intent in it, not the intent, but like it was clumsy. So it's seen as a penalty. It's clumsy, Carl. It's not like
I'm 50-50 on it, you
because
know.
when I saw the replay, they showed it back, and it's like the swipe is so quick, it probably grazes him. Listen, he goes down. Don't get me wrong. It's a Liverpool penalty. I'm happy with it because it's what won us the goal. But if that's against us, I have to keep the energy the same. Like, I would not be happy. So we got away with one, in my opinion. It was a soft penalty. It was. I think soft.
Obviously, Salah did. We were accustomed to seeing him doing, however, not this season.
I just realized
Down the middle, again, did what you had to do. It was a game-winning penalty, good penalty. I still think long-term we have to look at who our penalty taker is going to be, though, because he can't keep on going down the middle because someone will stand still and say, what have you got for me on the sides? So up until that, though, very happy that he scored. Second half, boys, what did you make of the second half? Klopp made a couple of substitutions pretty early, took off Tsimikas. Who else he take off? Took off Diaz.
Did
Again,
you think?
I was surprised to see Diaz start. Sorry, go on, Matt.
Was you guys surprised to see Tsimikas come off the pitch?
I wasn't surprised, but I don't think it should have happened.
That's what I mean. So, like, in my opinion, it shouldn't happen because I looked at it.
He weren't playing well, though.
No. So here's the thing.
You say he weren't playing well.
He weren't playing well.
I don't think he was having a bad game.
Yeah, I thought Tsimikas
was having a good game.
Do you know why I think Tsimikas was all right? The situations we were caught in, Tsimikas was caught in a lot of one-on-ones where we got countered, ball over the top, and he had to deal with Carlos Vinicius a few times, one-on-one. Carlos Vinicius is a bigger guy, but Tsimikas is actually quite physical. And I remember he used to joke about like who was the strongest out of him and Mo. Bro, Tsimikas is a strong youth, you know. And if I'm being honest, if that was Robbo on the receiving end instead of Tsimikas, I think we might be in a bit of trouble. So I know he's not at his optimal level, but defensively, I actually thought Tsimikas played all right, you know. Some of the balls over the top were a bit lazy because it was a bit typical. It's like, Tsimikas, you're better than that. But I think defensively, he actually done a decent job, in my opinion.
Not to mention, it's the first time we've seen him playing as an inverted fullback as well.
Yeah, that's true. He's rusty. You know what? It made me realize even more than I already thought before after what Matt was saying the other day about getting my man from Everton because we need an actual left-footed, can also play left-back type of centre-back.
Everton?
Is it Everton? You know
you mean Evan Dicker?
Yeah, Evan Dicker. Yeah, that's
it. I said Everton, you know.
We know why nothing from them.
Who's he played for again?
Evan Dicker. Frankfurt.
Okay,
Bundesliga.
Yeah. I've been trying to track
nothing from them.
Yeah, what's
Everton's relegation battle. So it was just there in my. But I believe even more we need that now. I really do. Like after watching the game today, after thinking about a few of the other games, I've really thought to myself, guys, we need like an Ake who can actually play left back as comfortably as he can play centre back. Therefore, if he's the left sided centre back in a free, he's totally fine with it. And not play Robbo or a left back while we're doing this. Changes during the game and etc. etc. But a natural left back, and mate, you lot might. If you don't think I'm wrong, then fair enough. I think Robbo having quite poor performances, even though to a degree it's been on him, can be coinciding with what we're doing on the right with Trent, because Robbo's not playing left back for a lot of the games now. He's playing centre back. And obviously it's a little bit more difficult for him to adjust than maybe we're realising maybe.
I think Robbo has been stinking up the place most of the season, you know, Drift.
No, not most of the season, bro. He's definitely been good at parts of this season.
Robbo's had a very different season.
Robbo's been stinky this season, bro.
No,
I think I'll say indifferent.
I think 50-50.
He's had some shockers.
I'll be honest. Trent at fullback wasn't great this season, which is why I think a lot of the pressure or a lot of things were taken off Robbo. Robbo ain't been good this season. If I was to judge Robbo's season out of 10, the maximum I'm giving Robbo at the moment is a 5. I think he's been bang average this season.
Yeah, I'd say 50-50. Yeah, I say indifferent. One
I
thing
still think it's still a bit disingenuous, so Matt, for us to not think that the formation change is going to affect him. Like, we can't just go, nah, who cares? Like, it's a big adjustment for him as well as it is for Trent and the whole team defensively.
It's the reason why I say it's hard to say that is because he was bad before the change as well.
I remember giving Robbo a lot of 6 and 7s this season. I'm quite like, I definitely,
enough, bro. That ain't
no,
enough.
but that ain't a bang average season if you're getting them kind of ratings. Like, a bang average season is you're always getting 5s.
But he's been getting quite a lot of.
But it can even itself out though, Drift. If you get, say, 6 and 4s or 7 and 4, you know what I mean? What I was gonna say,
That's what I was saying. It's been a half and half season for him.
Average.
But what I was gonna say is, this is to kind of answer your original, what you was originally saying, Drift, yeah, is that in my opinion, the reason, so we're kind of causing our own issues. The reason is because we're not fully doing Trent in midfield. It's this half and half thing, and that's what's causing the problems. Like, Klopp needs to make, and I get it, it's towards the end of the season. There's only 4 games left, but you see, next season, I don't think we can do this next season. In my opinion, I think we will come unstuck. Pause. We just will. We'll have games where teams will be able to get at us because the back three are just not, like Robbo, like you said, playing left-sided centre back isn't a left-sided centre back. Kanate and Ibu, again, there's been times and I think, but we need to put Trent into midfield if that's what we're going to do. You can't just keep doing this whole, he's got to fill 2 roles. You know why? There's one part in you see the first half.
He passed the ball and had to sprint back to catch up with Willian.
He was spraying the ball. In fact, he was spraying the ball all game. Playmaker, doing everything. Then when things started to go wrong, I just see Trent running back. And remember, he's dictating the games. He's going into the pockets of space, trying to find space. But then when that doesn't happen, he's then got to run back and do his other duties. Like, we've got to stop doing this whole like half and half thing. Like, make him a midfielder. Like, let's just do it now. We've all said he's good enough to do it. Like, he's going to be learning at the same time. I think now the transition has happened. Next season, it's all or nothing. No pun intended. Has to be.
I don't think we can move him into midfield permanently until we actually buy a proper right back now, bro. We can't be. No.
That's what I mean.
On young Ramsey, and there's going to be games where we are going to play 4-3-3.
So
we have to have a proper
right
back.
Buy the right back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. But I'm saying buy the right back to unlock Trent.
But Drift, going back on what you said earlier about getting Evan and Dicker, if we were to get Evan and Dicker, for example, Joe Gomez and Ramsey, and you could argue Conor Bradley, all 3 players, could they not be the 3 players who play the games throughout the season to have a right back? And then obviously at a stretch, if we have to do it, hopefully we go and get a couple of centre midfielders that takes the pressure off the team in general. Could you then not look at it and say you've got Trent, Gomez, Ramsey and Conor Bradley who can all play at right back? So you've got 4 players you can deputise for that position, or would you still against it? I'm just thinking about.
I'm not against it, but that just sounds like a lot of what we always keep doing. Like,
no, I hear that,
in the hole rather than
but the reason
I mean,
like, is let's be real. Whether it be Klopp not wanting to bring in Bearman in the summer or FSG being as tight as a duck's bum, we know where it is, innit? We know how our club is. We know we need some midfielders. We know we need an attacker. We know we need a couple of defenders. Are we going to add a right back to that list? Because that's a lot to do in one summer. I don't know. In my opinion, I think you both agree with me. We need at least 5 players. I don't see the club doing that though. But let's not get too deep into that. I want to ask you guys a question. In fact, no, I'll hold on to it, actually. I'll hold on to it. The way we defended today, so we kept a clean sheet. Now, obviously, Ali made 2 massive saves. But on the whole, how are you looking at that as a defensive performance? And do you still look at this formation and think, yeah, it's good going forward, but it puts too much pressure on Ibu and Trent?
The only part of this, the only thing that we do that I hate, even with the new 3-4-3 or the inverted right back or whichever way you look at it, is we still hold a high line. And I really do believe that we've got to actually look at this whole situation now and think, well, if we're going to keep playing this high line, then in my opinion, 2 out of the 3 centre backs need to be dropped, and we need to buy better. And Ibu is the one who starts, so I'm not going to start throwing names into who holds bench.
No, just say it. No, say it, Drift. It's a
Van Dijk has the whole bench.
Thank you. Say his name,
the whole bench.
Good enough. Say it, yeah.
Like, it is what it is, isn't it? If he's going to continue playing like this, next season I think he will be back, and I think things will restart again. But if he keeps playing like this, then we're going to need another centre back to start with Ibu, because he clearly doesn't want to use his pace or isn't able to use his pace. Whatever it is, I don't know. But the man's just playing with the finesse button held right down all the time. Because that's the only part of our defensive game that I really, really worry about, is just that we don't deal with the high line counter-attacks in behind us as well as we used to do. And I don't know, again, if it is because the aura of Van Dijk has gone. He's not showing his pace now, because he used to be the first to ever think. Ibu pretty much does get first to a lot of the things that go on his side. Robbo becoming a problem while, the whole left-sided centre-back thing, because, again, I don't think it's going to work that well with a left back playing that kind of role every week unless he really adapts to it. So I'd rather get a left-sided centre back. And I think that's the problem for me defensively, and that we don't press like we used to. So a ball over the top is very easy, isn't it? Like, if you crowd out the defenders, they don't get a chance to play that ball. If you look at the Tottenham game, for example, when Romero plays that pass through to Son when they get their second goal, our forwards never used to let defenders have time on the ball to be able to do that. But now our forwards don't press the way we used to, and the defender can just step out like that and play a 40, 50-yard pass because everyone else is trying to do their thing, and the defenders are just allowed time on the ball. And I notice it all the time. Everyone we play, we just let their defenders have a lot of time on the ball, and they play long balls over the top quite easily. So for me, defense, like, the whole team is kind of responsible for the defending.
I'm just talking about today, though. I'm not talking about in general. I'm talking about today.
But a lot of what I'm saying happened today. Like, we just coped with it quite well because Ibu and Trent kind of read it quite a few times.
And they had a good game today.
I thought Virgil was okay. Yeah, he was better
goal
than
line
the other
clearance.
Game. Yeah. He was better than the other game, but I worry about Virgil just generally. Is he going to get back to how he was before, where he is? Like, I still felt like he was a little bit like, well, I'm not going to dive in. I'll back up a bit. I turn the burners on when I feel like it. Like, I just want him to just always be on it. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like today he was good. He wasn't bad in any way, but there's still times in the game I'm like, Virgil, like, can you, like, take the pace control off? Please, just be a little bit more, like, urgent.
I don't think that happened today, though. If you're talking about his season, I agree, but I don't think that happened today.
Yeah,
it did happen a few times. I'm talking about in general with him, but because I got a few reminders today. Generally, I thought he was good, but I just got a few reminders of that. Like, come on, man, why'd you keep doing that? Like, you're just willing to let people, like.
Because I'll be honest, you see,
I thought he had a better game than Ibu. Sorry to cut you. Sorry, go on, Matt.
Yeah, no. I was actually gonna say, I thought Virgil and Ibu were very good today. I think Robbo was probably the worst out of the three. If we're just saying that, if let's say they all play all three.
Well, Simic has to be fair, Matt.
Oh yes, yeah. Simic. I forgot Simicast was probably the worst out of the three. But I thought Virgil played well. I thought Ibu played well, but it wasn't. What it was that our midfield lost control. So anytime your midfield loses control and you start getting overloaded with attacks, your defense have to try and put out so many fires, but they're doing the best that they can. It's not necessarily their fault. Because if you think about it, the midfield started looking a little bit tired, like maybe even after 60 minutes. Remember when Klopp made the changes as well? That's when we lost, like, for me, we lost control of the game. So I wouldn't really say, like, I would say, like, Ibu and Finn, like, don't get me wrong, Vinicius kind of had his chances, but I'm looking at how they were created. And I don't think, the only one I can think of that maybe Virgil could have done with better was in the first half when a ball's played in. Virgil tried to usher him off, but then he didn't usher him off properly, and he still got the shot off. That's the only thing that I would say that he could have done better. But everything else, I thought
that was still Ibu's fault, though, because Ibu didn't hold the line, and that was Ibu's man.
Yeah, that's true. So that's what I'm saying. So that's the only thing that I can say that I would look at and go, today could have done better. Everything else, I thought he played well. Like, when you think about it,
how about the last chance right at the end? Like, do you think he could have done? I mean,
But
thankfully,
I don't
the
think
guy
that's his fault.
skied it
Remember
over.
because the ball. Remember the ball was.
yeah.
So first of all, the ball was crossed in, didn't it? The ball was crossed in, if I'm not mistaken. And then the
I'm
guy.
not saying it was before. I'm just saying, do you think he did all that he could in that?
Yeah, that's not.
Are you talking about the one that was crossed in, or you talk about?
Yeah, the one that crossed in from the.
Yeah, literally like the 94th. You know, like they literally could have
Then
eaten
I think he could have
I
done.
don't think he could do anything about that.
Do you know what it is? And I'll be honest, because Van Dijk has been clear of every defender for so many years. Sometimes, like, we expect him to just be that like every game because he's that, because we know he can be that good. However, I just think we have to just like you see, expectations just kind of keep them in check when you realize that the man's come back off an ACL, still playing as well as he's playing. And I also think as well, next season, like I think you both have said, he needs to get rotated a bit more because he plays way too many games. And I think he said himself, like, I've played too much football. Like, bro, like you're 31 now years of age. Like, you're still one of the best, but just Klopp, this is where Klopp now has to address that. And that way, I think we'll see him go back to that kind of same level that I think he can go back to.
Right, boys, let's do player ratings. Let's jump into it. We started talking about the players, so only right that we jump into player ratings. Right, guys, if you haven't in the comment section, please do make sure you like and subscribe. Big up, Saeed. Big up, Saeed TV.
Big
I had
up,
the pleasure of
Saeed.
being on your channel last night, Saeed. It was a quality show, man. I didn't get to say this to you yesterday, but the way you host it and the panel and everything, quality stuff, bro. Keep up what you're doing, man. As I said, just a shame you're a United fan, but you're one of the real ones, bro. So big you up, Saeed.
Yeah, Saeed is good people's, man. I know, we're not coming for that 4th spot, bro. Like it ain't happening.
Yeah,
man.
You're good. You're good this
You're
season.
you're good. You're
Yeah,
good,
they
bro.
got
You're
four.
good.
They got 4.
9 points.
Also, I think I saw Beijing Reds TV in the chat as well. Big up yourself, Beijing Reds TV.
Big
I think I
up,
saw
Beijing.
Kojo in the chat.
Big up, Kojo.
So over 1,000 of you in here. So please do smash that like button if you haven't already. Please, people, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We're gonna have a very quick conversation about Thiago after we do the player rating. So Matt Drift, just brace yourself, okay? All right.
Oh boy.
Very quick. It'll be very quick though, but just brace yourselves and just know if I say anything, if anyone in the comment section says anything that you don't like, it doesn't mean you have to take violent matters into your own hands, okay? Cool. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Right. First player, Alisson Becker.
He's the reason we kind of won, I guess you could say.
I think 10. I thought it was amazing.
Just quickly, I heard you lot talking about the whole 101 situation when I was just trying to sort out in the background. I'm not gonna lie, guys. You see that stat there? That is absolutely on another planet. The man is nearly double.
That was before today, Drift. That was before today.
Yeah, real talk. Like I feel like he was 5 ahead of Fabianski in it, Matt, if I'm not mistaken.
But that was low. But remember, that goes up to last year. That's not even counting this year, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It says 2022.
And on top of that, when you think about the fact that even though Fabianski at 8 was quite good, I think the other one was maybe 5 or 6 was the closest. So Ali is more than double everybody for like one-on-one. Basically, him being a monster at one-on-one. We got to stop taking advantage of this, you lot. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a good backup to have, but we're really taking liberties with it now, innit? Like the amount of times we make Ali have to deal with one-on-ones is crazy. We've actually got to like calm down on it.
Yeah, it's a 10 for me for Alisson.
It has to be a 10. I've just, do you know what? I actually have the thing, you know. Here it is here.
Yeah, that is mad.
That's ridiculous.
That is mad.
And that was last year. That's up to last year. Sorry, that's not even this year, bro.
That's crazy.
He's actually the guy. He's actually the guy.
He's the GOAT. Ali's the GOAT, you know.
Would you say it must be at like 15 or 16 now, innit?
Probably.
Do
you know how much one-on-ones he's
the way we've been
this
conceding
season?
chances? It might be in the 20s.
We concede hella chances, bro.
I think there's a very, 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 very strong and intricate conversation we need to have about Alisson being Liverpool's best ever goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I know Clements and a couple of the other man them might have a little bit of something to say about it.
I'm here for it.
Well, we need to have that
especially the longevity as well with Ali being 5 5 seasons, isn't it? We've had Ali. Like people
Drift, I'm here for it. Whenever you're ready to have this conversation, I'm here.
It's crazy. it is actually crazy how good Ali has actually been. And I
Facts.
told you lot already, I think he's the best signing we've made in the Klopp era. It's crazy.
Yeah, you could be right. You could be right. Right. Trent at right. Oh, just Trent. I was going to say Trent at right back. He's just Trent in it.
Bro. No. That's not. You know what his name is? Dread. Bro. Come on now. Dread, bro. For me, he stole the show again. He's our creative hub. The man can distribute anything just like Narcos. Bro, this guy is on another planet when it comes to his creativity. Bro, the guy, here's the thing. People were questioning whether he could play on the half turn. Like when he gets pressed, he can do that. If you see one of the moves when he's
360.
Bro, don't tell me. It's just a right back, you know. Yeah, all he can do is he needs more time on the ball. Ban all that. Because he don't need time. He just needs to see the target and it's a mad thing. So yeah, for me, Trent gets a 10. I don't care.
You're not going to disagree, are you, Drift?
No. I just
make.
I was just looking at some of the comments. Yo, the confidence for real is flowing through Trent, and it's wonderful.
He's happy again.
Like it is crazy. But do you know what though? Do you know every time, and you lot might call it. What's that word when you kind of like you don't want to accept the good part, you just want to like think about like the effect it's having on some other part. There's a word for it. I can't remember. But guys, this just means we're not going to buy a midfielder. That's what's annoying me about it. Like, I'm enjoying it. I'm absolutely loving it.
No, don't.
But I know we'll probably only get one, and then Trent will be the other one. Do you get what I mean?
I think this is just what I think. I think we get two. That's just what I think.
Let's cross that bridge when we get
two first-team midfielders, though, man. I don't mean in general. I mean the players that will actually be better than what we got coming straight away and play straight away.
Bro, I think we get two midfielders. That's just what I think. There's
Okay.
nothing. There's no like hidden message or hidden thing. I just think we get two. I genuinely do. I think we get two.
Because Trent moving into midfield technically means that we don't need a midfielder, an extra midfielder, or you know that.
Yes,
that's
it does. It still means we still need the same amount.
We need three.
I hope so, guys. But I'm just looking at the way we always like to penny pinch, and I'm just thinking about how we've played Ox at right wing at times, and that's why we didn't need a right wing. You know, little.
Like, I mean, that comes down to the manager then, innit?
Funds, management.
It comes down to the manager.
I just hope we do get two midfielders minimum, and it ain't one midfielder, and then
it should be three, because if the news about Bellingham is true, then there ain't no waiting for Bellingham next summer. It should be free this summer. I don't want to see no excuses. If our manager and our owners don't get 3 centre midfielders, we are flopped. Simple as. And they're all in bed together, so everyone gets dashed out.
And a couple of the freebies that are floating around are kind of like worrying me as well.
Because
like we might pick up one of those freebies rather than like, you know. Although to be fair to him, he's having a good end to the season with Leicester. What's his name?
Free, innit?
We'll see.
Kante's free.
We ain't getting Kante.
No.
We were chasing Kante in January, you lot. You never know.
We weren't chasing Kante in January. That's
all right. Well, all right. We were inquiring about him, but Chelsea.
No, we weren't, bro. That's fake news as it gets. We weren't inquiring about anyone. Not once did we inquire about Kante. That's as fake news as you can get. Ibu.
He didn't have a bad game, but he didn't have, you know, as good of a game as I normally expect him to have.
I thought Ibu was good. I didn't think he was amazing. I thought he was good.
7.5
personally,
for an 8.
I would say an 8 or 7. Or, 8 yeah, well. I would say 8. I would say 7.5.
Oh, we're all in agreement then.
Yeah. Virgil
8.5. Or 8.5.
Yeah, I agree with 8.5. Actually, he did have the goal line clearance. I just want Virgil to show a little bit of a little bit more oomph though. Like I'm still getting frustrated with the whole I let the game come to me. And even though he was good today, like I don't like he still has it. I mean, maybe he's getting the aura back because today he was still relaxed, but he was good. I just don't want him doing it. The game will come to me. Let the game come. Like Virgil, allow all that, man. Just engage now, please. But yeah, 8.5 for today.
I'd have gone 9 for Virgil. What are you saying, Matt?
I said 8.5, but he was definitely one above Ibu. So if we're giving Ibu an 8, Virgil probably does deserve the 9 rather than half a mark better. Because he was better.
Yeah, and the goal line clearance as well. Yeah, I guess the 9 is justified. Yeah,
I thought it was very. I thought he was. Yeah, it says it. Like, the thing says excellent. He was today. I thought he was.
Simicast.
I'm gonna say 7 for Simicast. I just thought he was good. I know he's a little bit rusty, but I'm looking at it from a perspective of you haven't played. Klopp never wants to play you. Then he plays you. You play it in the back three for the first time as well, and then you're up against Carlos Vinicius because there were times when they played the ball over the top, or we got countered, funny enough, from a corner, and they played a long ball, and Simicast is having to try and keep up with Vinicius and try and muscle him. I thought he was a 7 today. A little bit off the pace, but I still thought it was good.
6.5, I think, is the most I can go for Simi today.
I'd have gone 7 for Simi as well. I feel it for him. I'm not gonna lie. I really can see him potentially moving on in the summer, and if we does,
the rustiness is his fault.
Did you see his face when
I'm
he was
talking
being
about the
taken
summer
off?
as well. I can, yeah, it's frustration.
It was like, bro.
And again, we'll speak about Robbo, but did Robbo come on and do anything better than what Simicast was doing? Because I don't think so. Did Robbo have a good game last game to warrant coming on? I don't think so.
Like, allow man to play the full. Like, how's he? Here's the thing. So it's mad because if I'm not mistaken, Darwin Núñez played the full 90, and he obviously was rusty.
Almost,
but yeah, almost. But like he pretty much got the whole game because he's rusty in it, and he needed the minutes. Why couldn't Klopp do that with Simicast? That's my argument. It doesn't matter if he's rusty.
One of his favorites.
In a sense of
one of his favorites.
I think
you got to get the rust out of him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Because I didn't think he was having the best of games, like from a personal point of view. And again, I know there's definite reasons for it. I think he did the whole bringing Robbo on because we were a bit under the cosh for the last like 20 minutes. Even if we invited it on ourselves, whichever way you want to look at it, we were a bit under the cosh, and maybe he thought Robbo would see the game out better than Simicast. I'm not saying I agree with it, but today, while we became under the cosh, I think that's when he thought it's better for, Simicast to not be on the pitch. Could be, Klopp will do these things where if he thinks you're better defensively, he'll bring you on for 10 minutes to see a game out. Like you lot have moaned a lot about why doesn't Jones just finish the game? But he's like, well, defensively, Milner's better. I'll bring Milner on because, we're trying to see the game out or whatever. Yeah, Milner's better than a lot of our midfielders defensively. But I'm just saying,
I disagree.
Maybe
I don't want to go on a tangent or have a debate about it. I just disagree. Milner gives away loads of needless free kicks, and he's usually late to things. He might have a more defensive mind.
I think it's a little bit of an exaggeration based on some times where like it will stand out, like the Tottenham game, for example. But I think generally speaking, Milner does come on and do well for 10, 15 minutes to see a game out. He doesn't just give away fouls as much as the perception is.
I disagree, bro. Let's move into midfield though. Fabinho.
I thought he was good today. Actually, I actually did. He won back the ball well. His use of distribution was good. I think he was. Yeah, no, he gets an 8 today. I was actually really, really happy with his performance. It's the happiest I've been for a while with Fabinho. I can't lie, bro. He gets an 8 from me.
There was one thing that really frustrated me with Fabinho, and maybe it's me being very nitpicky because I hate to see this from my DM. I think it was Palhinha just walked past him in the second half, like literally walked past him. And I was like, bro, you're a DM, like you cannot be letting that happen.
And Palhinha is
like, you just can't.
Palhinha, he is not even athletic, but what it is that he's
good. Palhinha's good, but
he's just got more of an engine than what it is. Flacco's engine has been damaged all season. He when man just ain't gone to the garage, like there's so much for your car just brought down in it. That the engine's done, but every now and again you can get a bit out of it. That was Flacco today. Managed to get a bit out of it.
But he was good today.
No, he needs an engine change.
The only one thing that I can even remember, I think there was one time he had to like overstretch after a bad touch, but it was like near the edge of our box, and it was a bit of an iffy moment, but he did get to it. Other than that, he never done anything wrong, to be honest.
So we're saying 8 for Flacco, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good with it. Paulinho might be coming Liverpool if we are going to buy someone. You know, if you have a good game against Liverpool at Anfield.
That cannot be good enough performance to go by, man. But I get what
he's
you're saying.
28. He's 28, bruv. That's too old for our people.
Yeah.
Well, he's 27 now. I think he turns 28 by the time the season starts. But you can still flip him in as a 27-year-old if you make the transfer early. Paulinho's a bad boy, though. I'm not even saying that'd be.
He's good, but I'll be honest. I would want a DM who can cover more ground, though. Like what it is, I like his.
He covers more ground than you think. You know, I think there's a miss.
Bro, no, but
he's
the way
not as slow as you think he is.
No, bro, he's slow. Do you know what? Do you know what it is? You see?
Oh, I don't think he's slow, Matt.
Bro,
I don't think he's rapid, but I don't think he's slow.
He's not slow.
Bro,
he's not slow.
Paulinho's slow, fam.
No, he's not.
Again, I'm not even trying to dig at him, but I think Fabinho is what you'd call slow. I don't think he's slow. I think he's
Fabinho just can't move, bro. There's a difference. He can't move. What it is, let me put you in. You see, Rodri. Rodri's not even that quick, but Rodri's quicker than Paulinho.
Oh, maybe about level.
No, Rodri faster.
No, maybe about level.
Bro, Rodri faster. I've seen Rodri. What is it, Paulinho? He's got presence.
Rodri's slow, you know.
He's faster than Paulinho.
Nah, he's not.
Yes, he is. Oh my! You don't think Rodri faster than Paulinho? Now, what we're doing here, bro? I'm telling you.
I think he might be slightly faster.
Rodri's intelligence is on another level.
Rodri is faster than Paulinho, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Next midfielder, Jordan Henderson.
You left it all out there on the pitch. I'll say that. Left it all out there. So.
What does that even mean?
You don't want to fight. I just leaves it all out there, innit? There's nothing more you can say, innit? I don't know what you want me to say.
I'm reserving judgment because everybody just seems to have a problem with whenever I say things about.
No, come on, Drift. No,
that's how I thought. I said my piece. That's how I thought I let Drift.
Yeah, all I'm saying is the witch hunt is on, innit? And I don't think a player with the legendary status such as our captain has, even if he's playing badly, there should be this witch hunt now and this like constant.
But what would you say? What would you say the witch hunt is?
Like no matter what happens, no matter if we win 4-0, 8-0, if we draw, whatever, at first everything, Hendo shit, Hendo play shit, Hendo did it, get him out there. It's like, whoa. Why is that what we're even talking about before we've even got to player ratings? Like it becomes a little bit of a witch hunt in my opinion. Oh, you can go back through the comments and you'll see.
When we beat Man United 7-0, no one came in here and said Hendo played crap.
Do you know what I said?
I think that might be the only one. And he wasn't crap in the game. He wasn't crap in the game.
There's been more of a witch hunt against Trent than there has been Henderson. And I'm talking on a global scale. Not just on a global scale. We've had every fan underneath the sun. No, but everybody, including our fan base, every fan base. No one ain't really saying nothing about Henderson. Only us fans, and obviously we watch our captain. But what I'm saying is that I think I don't think there's a witch hunt. I just think what it is that some people have come to the assumption that, do you know what? Okay, cool. When we win games and he plays well, yeah, obviously you will say man plays well. There's no need to lie. Like, why would you lie? That's disrespectful, isn't it? If someone has a good game, but if someone doesn't have a good game and the team win, I get it. You don't want to start off with, we won today, but my man was finished, or he just did. I get that, but you still got to be honest and be like, we won today, but yeah, he wasn't really that good today. It's one of them ones. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. But like I said, just do it respectfully and don't make it a witch hunt against Hendo. But yeah.
So what's your rating for him today, then, Drew?
Today I'll give him a 5, just a flat down the middle average performance. Because Matt, we laughed when Matt said he left it all out there, but he actually was doing a lot of pressing and running and trying to cover space today.
That's a job of any player in the team.
No, but if you do that, then if some of your passes don't quite come off or some of your shots don't quite come off, you were still full of energy and working hard for the entire game. So I think an average is deserved.
Somebody, someone just said, I know this point wasn't even supposed to be funny. Someone goes, if we could give Hendo cut his legs and reset his mileage, I would love to keep him. Man said reset his mileage,
What would you give him, Matt?
What would you give him? Because I said he left it all out there. You ain't said nothing yet.
Yeah, because I'm hosting, bro. I'll give him
So?
mine. You know what?
Oh, what, you don't want to rate? Oh, what? Because you don't want to rate no more?
No, I'll rate him.
Yeah, go on. What are you saying?
I'd have given him a 4 today.
I just wanted to see what you give him so I can let the people jump and give you that one bang.
They're not going to give him a punch. They're going to high five him.
No. I think if I'm being honest, he was like a 5. He was average or 4 even. It's I'm not really too fussed. I'll be honest. I didn't think he was good today. I'll be honest. I didn't. I got to keep it a buck. And that's not me being disrespectful.
But you'd have to keep explaining yourself, bro.
No, I'm not. Listen to you.
You say that,
bro.
we do, though, Drift. We do.
But it's not even to you. That was just to everybody that's listening.
I'm out.
You're not Henderson's only. And we all support Henderson. Like, you acting like you're the only guy that support him or something.
I'm out of it. I never said nothing, bro. I'm just out of it.
So what are we going? 5? What did you say, Matt?
4.
5 for him.
He was 4, man. He was poor.
It's a 4 then.
Rip off the bandit.
Jones.
I thought Jones was good again, man. I'm liking how he's growing in confidence. That old Curtis is back. I'm loving it. I gave up on him too early. My bad, Curtis. My bad, dog.
Curtis Jones. He was good today. Another good performance. Got more confidence. Seems like he's jumped the pecking order now over Harvey Elliott, which was the other way around earlier in the season. I think he gets a 7 from me. I thought Jones was good. Tidy. He messed up one basic pass. I don't understand how he fluffed that. You know the one I'm talking about when he could have played in Salah. He fluffed it. But he was good though. Neat and tidy. Didn't give the ball away. But yeah. I'll say he gets a 7.
7 for me as well. I thought he was good today.
I would have gone 7.5 still.
The only reason I didn't go higher, Drift, I think there was 2 times where he gave the ball away. We didn't get punished, but he just has to be careful. Sometimes I think he gets so confident that he almost forgets that we're playing a game, if that makes sense.
Right.
Whereas like,
yeah.
But I think he'll grow out of that. I hope he does anyway. He has to. Salah.
Salah was all right, you know. I liked his versatility. Basically, he wasn't just doing that whole cutting in all the time. He actually went on the outside. And I like that.
Robinson's a good left back.
Yeah, he was causing him problems, but it was like a good battle. But I thought Salah was out all game. I thought Salah was good today as well. Obviously, he scored the penalty, but it was just a penalty. But just take away the penalty. That's what I like. Well, I'm going to do for this instance. I thought his overall game was good. Tried to set up Nunes a few times as well. I said Salah was like 7.5, 7.5, 8 maybe for Salah.
I'd go 8 for Salah.
I was a little bit disappointed with him in the second half. If I was basing him on his first half, he might have got like an 8.5 or a 9 for me because I thought first half he was wicked, but then second half not as much. So if I'm averaging it out, maybe 7.5 for Mo today. But
Yeah,
just on the first half, I'd have probably given him a 9. I thought he was wicked in the first half.
That is fair. We were under the cosh though, to be fair, second half. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. We kind of invited it on ourselves, which was really
especially
annoying,
last
you know
10 minutes. I was watching a different game. I don't know. It's weird.
Especially the last 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Nunes
is average today. I have to give just Nunes a 5. Just average today.
If I'm being honest, you can tell he's rusty. You can tell he's not the same player that he was like 2 months ago, maybe, or even a month ago when he was in the lineup. You can tell he's trying too hard. Like he forgot the ball at one point. Like he stepped over the ball. You know, like when he's running, but he's gone back to like the old Nunes where like everything just seems rushed. Like, bro, you didn't do that when you found your form. He kind of went back to his old ways.
Because he knows he'll get left out the team.
No, I hear that.
Over trying.
I hear that.
Again.
And he won the penalty, obviously, which obviously won the penalty. And if it wasn't for him, remember, we wouldn't have even won the game. That's another thing as well. However, just his overall play, though, it reminded me of the old Nunes. My only hope is that, obviously, you got to play him in it. Just play him. Don't take him out again and then he's got to try and find his way again. That's
And just
'cause
play
he's
him
not
in the
that
middle
player.
and just let him play in the middle all the time.
Yeah, because he's not that player where I think
Mm.
you can just start him like, I don't know, like 1 in 4. You could maybe get away with that with Jota, because Jota's got more English game like experience. He knows how how these games are. Nunes not so yet. So for me, I thought he was. I'll be honest. I know he won the penalty, but he was like a 4 or 5, Nunes, because some of his touches like were kind of bad. But he won the penalty, so I guess he gets a 5. He averaged it out.
I'm going 4 for Nunes. I think without winning a penalty, it would have been a bit lower than that for me as well. Not too sure what's going to happen with Nunes going forward, because Klopp just doesn't seem to fancy him. You've got 2 other players that he really does seem to fancy in the number 9 position. I don't know what's going to happen with Nunes. And as you both have said, he's not the sort of player that you can kind of just leave around and you just jump in and be sharp. He's a player that needs rhythm. If he's not getting rhythm, I mean, are you even going to get anything out of him that's good enough? I don't know. I'm not saying this because I think he's rubbish. I'm not saying this because I don't think he could come good. I think we may have to potentially look at cutting our losses unless Klopp's going to give him a run of games. There's no point keeping him just to have him there because his name's Nunes. I'd rather him be in a team and get chances in his favoured position and get a run in the team rather than give him the Origi treatment when we paid 85 mil for him. Even if we paid 5 mil, there's no point buying him to give him the Origi treatment. It's not fair on him. It's not fair on the club. Like, it just doesn't work for anyone. And the longer you keep him, the more he depreciates in value, the worse he becomes as a footballer, the worse his confidence gets. I don't know. I know I'm going to have to go into hiding now because I see Drift's face.
No,
Yeah.
Bayesian just killed me, you know. Nunes faked himself out today with a step over. I know exactly what he's talking about. It's the bit where he left the ball.
Drift, I know you've got the face that you're making at the moment, which is why I'm not looking in the camera. But do you see where I'm coming from? And I hope you don't think I'm saying this is Nunes, that he's rubbish or anything. I think I don't think he's rubbish. Right. Don't worry. Sorry, Drift. Sorry.
Do you know what?
I know you don't think he's rubbish.
Drift really sat there and says, I'm really going to have to punch man up. I'm going to have to do it in there. I'm going to have to punch him up.
I don't know. It's not just you, Cal. Like, I'm quite surprised that most people in the chat today. And look, all right, Darwin's had a couple of weeks where Klopp hasn't played him or brought him on a sub and he hasn't done as well. All right, cool. But are we gonna forget how well he was playing before? He's had a good season. Like, I don't know. Like this is very recency bias for people to think like, he's not good enough to just be a sub. It's only been about maybe the last 4 or 5 games. Like, he's been a strong part for the majority of the season. Like, he's played, a lot of games. Like, I don't know. I think Darwin will be fine, man. This is a bit mad to me. All of a sudden, people are worried about Nunes. And yeah, he did have a bad game today, but because I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat that were gunning for Nunes before we even started player ratings as well. And it's like, are we not allowed to have a bad game now without it becoming like, man ain't good enough or man shit? But it's like, if you have a bad game, man shit, it's like, oh, no way, just.
But that's not what Cal's saying. I know you're talking about.
I'm not talking about what Cal was saying. Yeah, I'm talking about our fan base in general has got a lot like that. Like, you have 1 or 2 bad games and you're not good enough anymore, and you got to go. And remember, this was Jota. It's happened with Jota a couple of months ago. Like, you don't play well for a little while and it's not, you're in a bad form. Let's stick by, man. Let's wait for man. It's, you're shit. You're not good enough. You got to go. Like, whoa, why are we getting like that as a fan base? Let's not turn into Arsenal, please. Because, you know what I mean? Like, that's an Arsenal fan base thing where you just start rinsing players and not backing players and getting mad at them if they have a couple bad games or a little patch of bad form. I don't know. I just find it a bit weird.
Let's move on. I didn't want to start this.
Man just opened up a can of worm.
Luis Diaz.
I thought Diaz was good today. Still,
He was.
I
Oh,
thought he
do
was
you know
good
what?
today.
Do you know the one thing that I liked in the whole thing that Diaz did today is when he beat like maybe about 3 men, and I was watching the way how he was moving and was moving freely, like the agility was there, the balance, the guile. I was like, you know what? He just sort of matched sharpness, hence why he's not having bigger impact on games. But there were little, he showed flashes of his old self. Diaz will be absolutely fine.
I'm
And he's
glad the
so
pace doesn't look like it's gone either.
yeah, exactly. He's brother. He's just not match fit. Like you can see, like he's a little bit behind, but the quality's still there, and the way he moves, he still moves the same. He's still got that burst of acceleration.
Do you remember though? There was one time when I wish he'd looked to the left. He made a beautiful passage of play. I can't remember who the player was that
Yes,
that pass.
yeah.
And then he made a and then I think he might have
Yeah.
had Jones to his left, maybe, but he went Salah to the right, and
He went
Salah's
Salah.
shot went
He should
over.
have played to the
But
left.
if he'd have looked left, he was.
Yeah.
I think it was Jones. He was on
Yeah.
his own. It was
I
like,
know.
The
Diaz.
thing is though, the pass for like he didn't make a wrong pass. Salah just executed the finish wrong.
Yeah, the
So
pass
is that,
was good.
is
to
that
Mo.
really? So is it really his fault?
No, but
Whoa.
Mo was marked though. Like there was
Well,
a
Mo was
player like
further
with
back.
Mo. Yeah, like that. If he
Yeah,
didn't
I
switched
hear
it right.
In.
But when they showed the close up, he was looking down to get control of the ball and only saw Mo. He didn't even look to the left. So it weren't like he looked and then was like and then made the worst choice. He actually didn't even know he was there, but it was because he could control it. So there was nothing wrong with it. But that was the only time when I was like, I only need to look to the left and played that pass. Man was in. Other than that, I thought he was wicked. Man, I'll go 8.5 for Diaz. I thought he was good today.
I was gonna say 8 today. I did see the fleet-footedness of him as well. Do you know what it is? Obviously I didn't forget, but it's just a reminder of like what we've really missed on that left-hand side. You see that
was
left?
It to the left. Fairly.
He's just a wing wizard, bro. Like
Yeah, I
the
went
way he can
8.5,
just
by the way.
glide. Okay. The way he can glide past man is just different. Like we've really missed that this season.
Yeah, man. It's
Like
Diaz,
everyone's tried to do their best, whether it's been Nunez, Gakpo, whoever, or Jota, but
There's
Diaz
only
on the
one.
left is just different. He's just different. He just solidified like from when he arrived. Anyway, to be fair,
I was going to say
on the
from his
left is
first
him.
couple of games, that was
It's
him.
him.
Like,
He's him. He's.
I need
he's
these
him.
defenders of the opposition teams to stop like flying in with their tackles. Oh man, it makes me like, when you get that cringe feeling every time a player tries to dive in on Diaz. I'm like, I just get that feeling
Yeah.
like what, like,
Yeah.
because I don't
Nah,
want
for
this
real,
guy
for
to
real.
get injured again. So yeah, can the opposition please stop flying in on him?
Robbo, 5 for me. By the
I
way.
did a bit
Yeah.
of urgency.
Yeah.
But he was average though.
Yeah.
5.
Who came on?
Milner?
No, Milner came on later.
No, are you talking
Gakpo.
about? Oh yeah. I thought Gakpo was average as well.
I think he did a few good things. I'd go above average. I'd have given Gakpo a 6.
Is he? I thought he was average.
There was
He
a
got
time where he
involved
had
in
to
the game
burst from the wing
forward.
and he got taken down by Paulinho. I think he was shown really well for the ball. Sometimes wasn't actually getting the ball because our midfield weren't finding him. But
But do you know what it is that surprised me about
thought he was
Gakpo?
a 6 today.
Do you know what it is? There was this one bit, where he was chasing the ball,
and he volleyed it first time.
But that's like a tired finish. You've
Yeah.
just entered the pitch. I think that's what annoyed me, It's like, bro, you're better than that. I don't understand. Like, you're actually a composed player. Why are you lashing the ball like that? I don't know. That just kind of just made me think, bro.
He pulled out to the left quite a lot in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
you
say.
can give
Well,
him
he
a
only went
6.
central when Jota came on, didn't he?
No, it was a little bit better than average because we can't say he's the same as Robbo. So yeah, he gets
I
a 6,
thought
but no
I'll
higher than
give him
6, though.
I'll give him a 6.5. Just he got into the game like well, got up to speed quickly. Yeah, I'll give him a 6.5. I don't think he was that bad.
What was your rating from Matt?
I said 6. I'll give him a 6.
Okay, but 6 as well. And then Elliot.
I'll give Elliot a 6. I think he got involved and helped us to see the game out. Made a couple of correct passes. Like playing little triangles, trying to see out the last couple of minutes. What he was brought on to do. Because remember, he was a sub. I'll give him a 6. I thought Elliot was all right.
It's either a 5 or 6 for Elliot. I say
I'd have
6.
Yeah, I'd have
Maybe
gone
6.
6. Milner.
How long was Milner on the pitch for today?
Trying to
And
think.
then remember what
I'm
minute
trying to
he
remember the
came in?
minute that he.
Should we just avoid it then? Should we just avoid Milner?
Yeah, I can't remember the minute that he came onto the pitch, bro.
Because if it was less than 5 minutes, then it's not fair to even rate him, innit?
Cool. I'm happy with that. Are we going to say the same with Jota then? Yeah. Well, I mean, he came on in the 81st minute, Milner, so he played over 10
was it
minutes.
81st? Oh, okay, so we have to give him a rating then if he played 10 minutes. 5. I just go 5 for Millie.
Yeah.
Cool. 5 it is. And Jota.
There was Jota should have had a chance, isn't it? Like I'm trying to remember what happened when Jota. I'm sure he had a chance though, didn't he? Or did he mess up?
I'm trying to remember, Jota. I'm trying to remember.
He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what Jota did, you know.
Yeah,
I'd have given Jota a 5.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
I don't really remember much. Yeah.
I don't really remember. Yeah.
I remember thinking, why are we bringing him on if he's got a bad back?
Klopp said he got bruised ribs or something.
I don't know.
Klopp said he got bruised, but I don't know whether I don't know. It's a bit weird.
I genuinely don't understand if a player's injured and we're winning a game, why you need to bring him on. Personally, genuinely don't get it. For Klopp, what are we saying for Klopp?
Looked like his hamstring was doing okay to get him through the game. Do you know one thing I will say? I know like people are going to think I'm just defending Klopp here because he's Liverpool manager, but I thought it was a little bit of a liberty how all the press people and thingy was all the like videos and photos of him pulling his hamstring. Like it's almost like shaming somebody for getting hurt, because you got to remember pulling your hamstring technically actually means you're in pain. So it's a bit like, right, are you just going to keep using the excuse that he celebrated in front of the ref to like just keep like basically embarrassing the man? I thought it was a little bit distasteful that they just kept playing it over and over again. But yeah, I'll give Klopp a 7 for today.
No.
Yeah, lineup. I was happy that he played Nunes. I was happy that he played Simicast. I think they deserve minutes. He stuck to what is he stuck to the new thing that we're doing at the moment, which is moving Trent into midfield. Decisions in terms of substitutions, I was a little bit iffy. Maybe that's why I wouldn't give him any higher. But I think he was good today. Like starting lineup wise, I think he was good starting lineup, and 7 is the highest I'll give him today. I think
I'd have gone 6.5. Let's not spend more than 2 minutes on this. Thiago's having an operation this week. What's your thoughts?
I think if we're being honest about Thiago, he's having them type of issues where you would not want to do it, but you're going to start questioning his future, because since he's been at Liverpool, he's actually entered that territory of availability of players who people cannot stand. I'm going to name 2 players that people cannot stand for their availability. Naby Keita and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Since that, both of them 2, the teams at Liverpool, there has been obviously their playing time has been shocking because they just can't stay fit for various reasons. Thiago is in that realm. The only difference is that because Thiago is world class as to why we put up with it. Because if he wasn't world class, we have to keep it a buck. We'll be like, we have to get rid of him because his availability is shocking. His availability is actually really, really, really bad. In fact, it might even be, I don't even know the sample size. I need to go and check.
His availability is not great.
But no. bro, it might be worse than Naby Keita's, bro. Do you know how mad that is in terms of like the span of how long you've been there and the games you've missed? Like I said before, I don't want to see him leave. Him being sold this season doesn't make any sense because he's only going to have a year left. He's 32 years of age, I believe. He's still a baller. However, you have to use Thiago sparingly. So you see, next season is when we should really gauge of what we should do at the end of next season. Obviously, the contract will be up. Do you renew it, or do you let him go? Because I think selling him now doesn't make any sense. He's still out when he's fit. He's still our best midfielder because his quality is on another level to everybody else's. Like no one can go to that level. When we talk about players that we want to buy, we'll talk about we need a Thiago-esque player, but they need to be more robust. There's a reason why we say that, because he's that good. I just don't think we should give up on him just yet. He needs that support. However, if we're having the same conversation at the end of next season, I don't want to have it, but obviously we'd have to talk about it. Something I don't want to do.
Anything you want to add, Drew?
I'm just having a look at Ox and Naby's availability compared to Thiago's just to see what the comparison is like. They are pretty similar.
If I'm not mistaken, Thiago's missed about 40% of Liverpool games since he's been at the club.
Well, I'm just doing it on a basic level here, and I'm just looking at starts or how many games played in the Premier League.
It is worth noting, again, for anyone who knows their stuff in a medical aspect, the injury he's got, or the reason he's having a surgery, is an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Again, this is why I think Thiago may have to have a little bit of benefit of the doubt, because if you as your medical team and the manager know that he's got an issue, why are you still playing him? It makes zero sense. Let him rest, let him heal up, and don't play him. But this is what happens when you have either no medical staff or medical staff that are very easily swayed to do what the people above them want to do.
A lot of people are saying he missed 60% of Premier League games, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Well, if I look at his Premier League, he played 18 games for us the first year we bought him. He played 25 games last season, and he's played 24 games this season. I wouldn't necessarily say that's shocking, but it's obviously not great.
Bro, how many games did we play last season?
No, this is in the Premier League. So out of 38 games, he played 25. And this season, out of 34, he's done 20. He's played 24. No, because I'm just looking at it from like a.
We got to look at everything.
Last season, he played 10 games in the Champions League. This season, he played 4. 10 games. How many games did we play in total in the Champions League? 17. So he played 10 out of 17. So about 60. Yeah, maybe 60% sounds about right then.
Carl, off the top of your head,
no, how many plays?
Or Drift, one of you two, how many games did we actually play last season? Can you remember roughly, just roughly off the top of your head?
63.
He played 28.
No. That's not that's not true. But we played 25 in the Premier League, and he played 10 in the Champions League, and I don't know how many.
Sorry, that's this season. Sorry, he played 39. I apologize.
39.
Out of how many you said?
Out of 63.
And just put that into context, he pretty much plays whenever he's available.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about 60. So he misses 40% of the season.
That's not good, man. That's not good.
When you're a player of his quality, though, you find ways around it. It's not an issue for me because when he plays, his quality is next level. He barely needs time to get up to game, like get up to speed. Like he can just come in usually and play well.
I disagree, Drift. Availability is the best ability, man.
Yeah, but when you have what I would call a unicorn, you find ways around it and you deal with it.
I hear that as well. But
like you don't have a unicorn. Like we just need to go and buy 2 or 3 midfielders to make sure that we've got the quality.
But that's the problem.
And then when Thiago is fit and can play, you fit him here and there, and you use him sparingly, and when you need to. Big games that you know you've got to play a little bit
He's not
different.
available
change
for
it
the
up.
big games, though, Drift. That's the problem. He's not available for them.
He's played a lot of our big games.
He
since
ain't,
he came
bro.
to
He's missed a
Liverpool.
lot of the. He's missed like half of our big games.
And plus missing a game is
Yeah.
always going to be timing on when the injury is. Like, you don't pick the game you're injured for. So,
Bro, he gets injured in warm-ups.
that happened once, bruv.
No, bro, it didn't happen once. It happened more than once.
Other than the cup final, what other games?
It's happened more than once, I think.
Both cup finals, bro.
No, because he played in the FA Cup final.
Bro, the League Cup final and the Champions League final. There was a reason why he was a late.
I thought he was talking about the FA Cup final. So,
Oh yeah, it wasn't available for Rome. Was it the Real Madrid game? Real Madrid.
Not this season, he wasn't. No.
look, I don't have any issue with Thiago. You keep players like Thiago around, whether or not the injuries are a little bit annoying. The fact that he contributes so well when he plays, like
Yeah,
I
of
said, if
course,
he was the
but-
type of player who took ages to get back into form and his comeback games were crap and he was rubbish, and you're like, oh, not only is he not available, he's not even playing well. Majority of the time when Thiago plays, he has a brilliant game. He plays well. He's, you know what I mean? He helps to make the team pass better and whatnot. I don't think that, even if you just let him see out the next year of his contract, you don't renew it, you don't sell him. I think that would be a really stupid idea personally. But
Yeah, no, don't sell him. I just think, like I said, like he's a cut above the rest in terms of quality. However, I think if this happens.
So if you both
Go on.
if you both got offered 20 mil from this summer, you definitely wouldn't sell.
No, there's no point. No, there's no point because what you get for 20 mil to replace him with a bag of peanuts.
It doesn't have to be a like. It doesn't have to be like
but-
for like. That money could potentially go to another area of the squad, for example.
Do you know I wouldn't? This is how I'm looking at it though. Let's say we signed 2 midfielders. Let's just say we do, and they're robust midfielders. I'll just give you an example. We bought Alex McAllister and we bought Ugarte. Say we bought them 2 players, yeah? And everything else is the same. Obviously, but Trent moves into midfield. You could probably get away with still having Thiago there because he wouldn't be expected to cut like because your Klopp's first choice might be McAllister, Trent, and Ugarte, and he'll play Thiago if and when he needs him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you see, Bayern Munich, they used to do the whole Kimmich and Goretzka and just use Thiago when he was needed.
That was 3 or 4 years ago, though, brother.
But you have to protect him because, like we've seen, if a man break down in a warm up, bro.
But no, but I hear what you're saying, Matt. But this is 3 years ago. Again, not even to throw shade. 3 years ago, Milner and Henderson weren't seen as issues.
No, I hear that.
3 years football is a hell of a long time.
But you know what it is though.
So I don't think we can look at his Goretzka, Kimmich days anymore because he's 3 years older, as well as playing in the Klopp system, and he's been injured a lot since he's been here.
I think the hip problem has been causing him a problem for a minute. I'm not the same, but I look at Kante at Chelsea. If I think Chelsea still want to keep Kante because they know, even as injury prone, what he can offer. But they're in a different. To be fair, they're in a different league to us how they operate because they could just go and get whoever. They could buy 50 million midfielders and know that they got Kante as the 100th midfielder. Do you get what I'm trying to say? We can't do that. We don't act like that. We don't have finances like that. That's the one thing I will say. However, I do look at our squad and as things stand, he's still our best midfielder, even if he is injury prone. We're not talking about Naby Keita. We're not talking about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. We're not talking about James Milner. We're not talking about Henderson. We're talking about Thiago Alcantara, who is on another level to these other midfielders. I say again, wait till next season, but not now. If we sell him now, I think that's pulling. Yeah, I think that's too early, personally.
I think the only way we should be keeping Thiago is if we change our medical department and Klopp changes how he's going to play him. Otherwise, I think you should sell him.
I ain't selling Thiago, bro.
We can't play Thiago how
not now.
Klopp wants to play him. You have to change how you play to cater his game. If you're not willing to do that, you might as well sell him and get someone who is capable of doing that. It's nothing to do with his quality. But if you're going to keep on trying, you don't buy a Ferrari to do multiple school runs. How you fit in the car seats in there?
Let me. All right, then.
You buy a Ferrari to flex.
I hear that. But would you
go
rather?
You go and get a Nissan. You go and get a Hyundai. You go and get one of them cars to fit the car seats in there so everyone's safe and sound.
Would you rather a Harvey Elliott who's going to play 80% of games, or a Thiago that's going to play 60% of games?
Thiago, but we can't even
All right,
guarantee he's
then.
going to get 60%, no, man.
But no. But I'm saying that because that's where we are. Because those are our midfielders. That speaks volumes.
Fair dues. Well, fair dues. Again, I'm not saying I want him gone. I'm just, things have to change in order for him to work at the club, or else it's just going to be a madness again next. I think it's going to only get worse.
Like he's the only one that can like he's the only one that when he has the ball, we are safe. I don't know, man. It's just yeah. Oh man.
Right.
Thiago, you know.
Let's how these supers. Jay says, look away now, Drifty. Hendo is dead food, love him, but can't play for Liverpool. You're lucky you live in America, Jay. Sultan says, guys, what the F was Darwin doing? Even Trent was fed up with him. I don't want to hear, he doesn't speak English excuse. Gakpo is a real deal, 65 mil player. I'm sorry.
I might as well just exit and I'll come back tomorrow or something.
H says, defo worth calling for the penalty, but hella soft. Nunes went down too easy, and if one of Fulham's players did that, I'd be cussing their entire bloodline.
The bloodline. Yo, it's mad.
So it said, big up Goonally. Man, did you see what X called him a best of enemies? And VVD was man of the match. He took the last game personally. I didn't even see. What did
I didn't even see.
I need to go and check that out.
Yeah.
H said Robbo is one good game in 3 at the moment, brainless at times. Jay says Nunes being dropped out of nowhere has ruined his confidence rhythm, and now he's getting killed by fans because he can't jump into the lineup and beat R9. There you are, Drift. You got one there. Jay says now half the fan base wants to sell Nunes. What the hell? Matt says VVD covered for Ibu today. Ibu's clunky, not techie. Or disagree with that last bit. Amajit says today was good. He was the best defender today regarding Virgil. Also goes on to say, says, please look at Virgil's stats today. Drifty going mad. I think Drift was speaking about him as an overall player this season as opposed to
Yeah. I was, yeah.
H says, I feel like we're all judging VVD against his 18 to 20 version, one of the best we've ever seen. We need to come to terms. He's never going to be that again. I think there's some truth in that. Ed says, Trent in midfield for the rest of the season. We have no legs or experience apart from him. Play Gomez at right back so Trent can carry the midfield. Sell Thiago. Yeah, I don't understand why we don't just go Gomez at right back for the rest of the season. Like, especially if we win our next game, where I think that would pretty much get us 5th spot. Jay says, Fabinho saw those Ugarte links. I said, nah, bro, I'm not learning Chinese. Zlatan says, brothers, I will be our chief scout. Give me 150 mil for our midfield only. Kone 35, Ugarte 53, and McAllister 60 mil. Done. I don't think it's hard if we have 150 mil to spend to go and get 3 quality midfielders. They might not be the biggest and best names, but I definitely think there'll be an improvement on what we have.
McAllister looks to be heating up, though.
Yeah. I believe that when I see it, man. Mount was heating up, Bellingham was heating up, and now they're cold as a winter's day. Eastwood says Nunes needs to work on close control in the summer. He looks suspect. Danny up the red says Ugarte giving me Mascherano Gattuso vibe. Sign him up.
Yeah, we do.
He does look like an absolute monster.
And he's got a release clause, which actually makes it so easy to get him. There's no negotiating needed. 59 million euros, I think it is, which is like around 50 million pound or just over 50 million pound. Like, it is what it is. You just go, you know what? Maybe offer them 2 million more and ask if they can scatter the payment rather than having to pay it all up front. That's the only thing we need to do. Just offer a couple mil more and say, can we give you 10 mil a season rather than or whatever. That's it. That's what you got to do.
Eastwood says Hendo needs to hold bench in 23-24. With our new approach to the game, he isn't a good fit. He served Liverpool well. Agreed. Jay says Jordan, at least he tried. Henderson, not my words. Jay says got to talk about Thiago. We just did, brother. We just did. As I said, you're safe in America. I'm not safe in the UK. Vitu says, I like our new signing, Trent Alexander-Alonso. Baffling to think this guy was with us all the time, but not getting chance in midfield. Man of the match again. Yeah, I hear it.
Right.
Amajit says, that's why Klopp said, thank God it's not social media. Fair dues.
You must be talking about the
newness.
And you know, I think one of you lot touched on it earlier on, if I'm not mistaken, on a previous video, that if you've got evidence on Klopp, apparently, why have you not released the evidence then? So Klopp's been charged, but Klopp told us that the referee actually was very inappropriate towards him. They've said, no, the ref was fine. It was Klopp who was actually inappropriate. They fined Klopp. He might get a ban, but no released footage apparently. But they're like, no, we can actually prove that Klopp was the one who was. Oh, well, let's hear it then, because you wouldn't be able to wait to release.
They're going to protect that. Yeah, of course. They're not going to. They'll say they basically they'll say like it'll be like end of the season or something. It'll be like some. I don't know. Only a few people heard the footage. Above, they protect their own. Robbo got elbowed in the face, and they said it's absolutely fine.
And the linesman is still linesmaning. Mad thing.
Crazy, huh? Sultan says, Drift, love you, bro. But we need to keep the same energy of all the players, man. I'll be real. If Salah was doing Darwin Núñez performances, you'd absolutely call him out.
But I've said that Darwin hasn't been good the last couple of games. I have. But his overall season has been good for us. Debut season, he's got 20 plus GA. He's had a good debut season. I think it's just, anyway. But yeah.
It's gonna be long for me, man. Sultan says, even though Salah is not having a good season, but at least he has 20 plus GA and you're not pleased with his performances. Pause. Same goes for Henderson. I ain't getting involved anymore, man. I feel like I've started war, but I'm not ready or equipped for this war.
Everything's blessed, man.
I see when I hear stuff like that, I know
everything's blessed. Everything's blessed.
Amajit says needed him the most for Real Madrid, never there when needed. Regarding Thiago,
yeah.
Eastwood says it was stated that Liverpool will not renew Thiago's contract.
I'm not surprised at that because of his availability and stuff like that. But we have him for one last year. We get to say goodbye to him properly. And people who are upset about the season we've had, I get it. Like, I do get it. We have had a bad season. It might be making people nitpick a bit more at things than they would normally. Maybe if we were top of the league by 3 points and we're in the Champions League semi-final, the whole Henderson, Núñez, and a few of these other situations won't be as big of a deal. But when you're having a bad season, it's easier to nitpick at things. I get it. Like, I'm with you on certain things. Maybe I've been a bit nitpicky with Kanate a few times, or where maybe this is how it just gets when you're not having a great season. Maybe we're all a bit guilty of it. But Thiago, people, please appreciate whether it's one more minute or one more season of having a player of this quality at Liverpool. These type of players don't play for your club very often. So I get you want to win. Like, I understand all of that stuff as well, but football's also about enjoying little moments as well as the roller coaster and then, whatever. Please appreciate having a player of Thiago's quality at our club, regardless of how available he is, because I don't know when we're going to have a player of this level. So
Amajit says, instead, look at the games he's missed teams against. So it's just bad timing. You just say what you said, and I had to read that super chat. I'm sorry, man. It's not me though, Drift. These are
I know, Bob. I know it's not you, Bob. I know.
BC says, bit of trivia for you. Only player to play for Man United, Liverpool, Everton, Man City, Keep up the good work, guys. Enjoying the channel. Answer is Peter Beardsley. Also played for Newcastle as well.
I didn't realize Beardsley played for City.
Yeah, that man didn't really have loyalty like that back in the days. Games changed. Yafri says, was Thiago's a flop signing if Pogba was?
Thiago hasn't been a flop.
Matt?
Sorry, I was just reading something to do with Thiago. Say that again, sorry?
Would you say Thiago's been a flop signing if Pogba's considered a flop signing?
Pogba was there twice as long for a start.
Pogba was there a lot longer. I wouldn't say Thiago's been a flop signing. I just think he hasn't hit the heights that we wanted to.
Pogba was 90 million and Thiago was 20 as well. And price tag does play a part in whether you're a flop as well. We have to be honest.
I don't think Thiago's been a flop. He just hasn't. It's just
to flip down his head though. Loris Karius was only 4 million, and we can obviously say
he was horrific.
No, but it's still a flop's a flop though, right?
No, but I think a flop. It's mad. I actually think Karius just wasn't good enough. I don't think he was a flop. I just think he wasn't good enough.
No, he was a flop.
But
he was both. He was both though. Yeah, because there was no expectation for Karius.
Price tags and expectations that come with whether you're considered
but
a
he's
flop
still a flop
or not.
though.
No, but you get what I mean? Like if you say, for example, you come through the youth academy and you just don't end up being good enough. You just weren't good enough. You can't be a flop because there was no expectation on you to be this great player. Like, for example, there was on Pogba. Karius came in and it was like, okay, let's see what then he did all right last year. Right. It wasn't like, I can't believe we got Karius. Right, we paid, I think, 4 mil for him. I don't think he just wasn't good enough. I don't even think I would call him a flop. It's just he weren't good enough. Like we tried a thing, he weren't good enough. Pogba was 90 million. I think the price tag does play a big part in whether you're a flop or not. And Ndombele, if he'd have gone to Spurs for 15 mil, people would have just gone, I just weren't good enough. But he cost 60 mil, so like he's a flop. Do you get what I mean? Like I think the price tag does play a big part in whether you can call somebody a flop or not. But maybe that's just me.
Eastwood says Liverpool is living in their parents' basement trying to keep the maintenance on a Porsche Thiago. We need to let him go after the 2024 season.
Yeah, but Eastwood, imagine what happens when you actually drive that Porsche on a date, big man. Fake it till you make it, bro.
Bro, you better be going on a date night every damn day, boy, with a Porsche.
Will 95, you're not gonna catch us out, so we ain't gonna read this one out, but big up for your super chat. Math says City selling Gundogan and Silva, and we're crying about Thiago.
I think Silva wants to go though, and so does Gundogan.
Yeah.
I think it's about the players for a while.
Plus, with Man City, they'll just replace them with they'll just replace them with some serious dons. Don't be surprised if you just wake up tomorrow. Man City have agreed to fee of Barcelona for flipping Frankie de Jong. That's what they will do. That we don't.
It scares me that he already knows something about the Gavi situation with Barca. You know.
Yeah, he's probably getting Gavi.
He probably will.
Gangan Deep says Darwin is best suited to a 2-striker system. We look much more fluid with Gakpo and Jota in the middle. Nunes hasn't got the attributes to be our 9 in a 3.
No, he does.
Oh, it's Matt.
Today wasn't the show for me. Still, just quickly, you man, yeah. Because I've seen a couple of people talking about, but if the Porsche doesn't start, yeah. If you was going on a date with a girl you was trying to impress, would you rather pull up in a Honda Accord 98 plate and it gets you to and from, doesn't break down, but it's a Honda Accord 1998. Or would you rather go on a date with a Porsche 911 Turbo and it just breaks down at some point in the date, but while you're waiting for the AA, you're still sitting in a Porsche 911 Turbo? Which one would you lot rather?
I'd probably go the Honda Drift because I know.
No way.
I'm dead. You both know me though. You actually both know me. No,
a 1998 Honda Accord, Cal.
I think I need to bring up a picture of a 98 plate.
You know I'm taking the Honda. I'm getting.
No,
Bro,
Matt,
that
do it, Matt.
Honda.
Go and get a picture of a 98 Honda Accord, bro.
Drift. Drift. What's gonna happen when she expects the Porsche all the time, and I just have to keep on telling her that it's in the garage all the time? Then there is no car.
Yeah, but you can just Uber, innit?
But then I might as well drive my Honda Accord, bro.
Matt, please let the people let.
I know. Wait there. Fam, this car is.
I remember we're not talking about what this car looked like when it was 1998. We're talking about it's 2023 and you're driving a 98.
I'm driving a Honda.
I'm not gonna lie, you like, I'd rather be waiting for the AA in my Porsche. I'm not gonna lie. We can play some tunes, order Uber Eats to the win.
Let me download the damn picture.
I can do that in the Honda, bro.
let me.
No, hold on. I got some. This,
I'd use a bike, you know.
no, fam, you might as well take an electric scooter. I'd rather take an electric scooter than this Honda Accord. You know, you think
got
it's
a picture
joke.
of it?
It's about to. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, go on.
This is what you're rolling up with, Cal. Yeah, this is you, fam.
Yeah,
you.
I'll do it, bro. I'll do
Yeah?
it.
2023 car.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Bro, you probably still got the choke, you know. You probably still got the choke and all sorts.
She might not get in, Cal.
You ain't got
Yeah,
no
that's-
electric
then
windows.
that's
You
fine.
got the windows.
fine.
You have to do the
How
thing.
much
You have to wind
material
up.
would even be left on your seat, bro?
You got the wind up windows.
I don't know, dude, but we'd get there safely and get home safely.
The dashboard's got two things on it, fam. Speedometer and engine light. That's it, fam.
I'm taking a car that works. Star Dazen says, what happened to Calvin Ramsey, guys? Got a season-ending injury, unfortunately. Jade Activist says Hendo is a he works hard merchant. You're so lucky you live in the States, Jay, man. Let me know what the house prices are like over there. Star Dazen says we have created a new division in our team called Hologram Settings, the basement of Mordor, Lord of the Rings. Arthur, Ramsey, Naby, Ox, Thiago, shake my head. Boy, that comes at you fast. Sultan says, what is the scenarios that we can get top 4 from? Well,
Man United have to drop 10 points from
miracle.
the
It's just a miracle. That's the scenario. So
and for that to happen, like
The only thing that will make me think that the pressure might actually be building a little bit is if Brighton beat Man United and then is it Everton? Who've Man United got after that? There's another game that Man United have got after that. That might be a bit of a difficult game. Hold on, let me just look at Man U's fixtures. West Ham.
Someone said beans on the driving seat.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Oh man,
Cal,
the beans, you know.
This, and you get there and back, but this, or you gotta wait for AA in this, bro.
Brother, that car's going in the garage, bruv.
Matt, which one are you having, Matt?
The car that's on screen right now. What do you mean?
I'm waiting for the AA in this baby.
The other one might be more reliable. Don't get twisted.
Oh, you wait for the AA, bruv. The AA can take.
I'll wait for the AA. Remember, it's not like the team can't run. It just doesn't run very often, but it will run.
And plus, you got to remember, it only broke down on the way home. On the way there,
yeah, when she wants to feel safe and get home, bruv. Now she's stuck in a car with someone she might not have a good day with.
You will have the wind down windows. I don't think you understand how.
Oh yeah, the fabric.
You know the wind down windows.
Imagine them fabric seats, man. Must be a mad.
Bruv, is he with the wind down? You know.
Yeah, I'll be on this, bruv. I'll be on this, bro. Like, that'll be me, bro. I'll reach over her one and just.
No, fam.
I'll be doing this, bro. You're right, yeah.
Them ones there, you know.
That's 25 years. That's 25 years of built-up smells and odors and. In the materials,
gonna take the Honda though. I'm not even begrudging.
I'll obviously get the car valeted before. Like I'm not gonna leave it dumpy, bro. It's
I'm
nice to
waiting
look
for the
at, bro.
I'm waiting for the AA and that. Like, it's what
You
it
wait
is,
for 3
bro.
hours, bro.
I just realized you ain't even got no digital radio, fam. You have to
Bruv.
use
We'll
tape.
talk on the
Digital
way home.
radio, bro. He might not have a radio, bro.
We'll
You might
talk
have
on the
you
way
might have
home.
tape.
You know when it's just got the hole with the wires
Cassette.
poking.
You might have the cassette tape. No, the old school. You know the one you can pull out. You know the old school one. The old school.
and the
one-
smelly tree that hasn't been changed for about 10 years, just hanging off of the wing mirror, bro. Off the rear view mirror. No, that's a mad thing.
No power steering as well. Bare feeding the wheel. Bare feeding. No power steering.
Oh, bro, no
No,
power steering,
No,
bro.
don't
No
try
power
it. 98 plates for power
You
steering.
had no
They
power
were.
steering. I'm telling
They
you, bro.
were power steering.
No, but you had to
They
pay
were, bro.
for an option, Cal, so it might not have
You
the
might not
option.
have
Bruv,
power
that one's got
steering.
power steering, man.
Yeah.
You've got power steering.
Bruv, you know 1998 power steering still ain't proper power steering.
You got a fake power steering. It's not real power.
You know what?
Power
Shout out
steering
to anyone who used to drive without power steering. I don't know if you lot have ever actually seen what a car without power steering is
Bro.
like. It's a madness.
Big up
Oh,
my
brother,
gran. Big up
bro,
my gran. She had the
big up,
old.
and I won't have
If
to
I
go
show you my
gym
gran's
anymore,
old Fiesta she had back in the day, I never forget when she's driving it. Fam, to turn the car like a bare feeding. My granddad would be like, feed the wheel, no, feed it. It took so long to turn. It was crazy, and it was a 2-door. You know the 2-door, so you had to open the 2 front doors, push the seat forward, and you got to step into the back. Big up my gran. Hey, listen, the car done her well still, but then cars there. I don't know how they used to use them cars, but that's just what it was, isn't it? That's what it was.
Yeah, the non-powers, none of this.
No, you can't do that.
None of this, bro. Like you said,
Bare feeding. Yeah, just but it's long, you know.
I'd live, man. I'd live. AD says, Cal, change the mood, spit some NBA knowledge. I mean,
Did you see the game last night?
I didn't, Matt. No.
I saw the game last night still. I watched the whole game still, Cal. The whole game, you know.
No, I mean,
I know you don't. I know you don't do highlights, so that's why I thought if you ain't.
No, I know you have to watch the whole game. So you've been lacking with your knowledge recently, innit?
Say that what? Sorry.
Nothing.
What's that?
Nothing.
Are you sure? You know I can do this NBA team all day, you know.
Nothing. But it's not what I've been saying, bro. It's what the people have been saying, bro.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But read the comments, bro. Man, they ain't really. What do they call me? Kawhi Smith, bro. That's all I'm saying, innit?
Is that so?
Ed says, buy Lloyd Kelly for left back / centre back next season. Sell Costas if he's not getting games. Then we get Kelly, VVD, Ibu, Gomez across the back with Trent in midfield. Get McAllister, Ugarte, others rotate.
Is it the Lloyd Kelly that played? Is it Bournemouth Lloyd Kelly?
Yeah, we tried to get him before he went to Bournemouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Jay says a car breaking down on a date is a massive L. Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
Of course, it's a no. If you're in that type of car and the car breaks, so obviously, like it might even spoil the thing because you're like, but come on, man, you're gonna roll up in.
I'm telling you, your girl would rather be waiting in a Porsche than warm in a 98 Accord. I'm telling you, bro. So.
Eastwood said
Cal just ain't agreeing. He's not agreeing at all.
Brother, you know I'm a practical person. You know what I'm like, guys.
No, of course.
Eastwood said the car is to get the date home for. Hold on, let me read this out first. I saw the word cheeks. Let me read this out first.
Oh man.
Let me rephrase this. All right, so the car is to get home so both of you can enjoy each other's company. Not to be disappointed on the side of the road when the Porsche breaks down. I'm getting back to my home in the Honda.
Yeah, all
You
it
guys,
means is
you
I'll just
guys
get a bit
do
delayed.
realize that AA
Throwing on
will
some-
fix the Porsche. I
throwing on
will
some
be
Jodeci.
driving home still.
That's what I'm saying. It's just all
But
it
by
is
the
that
time
it's just
I've
a bit
got home,
delayed.
thrown on the Jodeci and lit some candles, bruv, you're just getting home.
I'm eating MacD's in a
But
Porsche.
I'm still getting home.
Ooh, yeah. that's what's happening in my house, bruv. Like, every freaking night. That's what's happening in
Bro,
my
no,
house.
no,
bruv.
no. But the moral of the story is you're still getting home. It's just that one person's getting home before
Are
the
you
other.
though? What time are you getting home?
Yes.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If you pull up in a 98 Accord, you might be playing the Jodeci on your own, bro. you might get the all right, good night. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Well, look at the car.
It'll just be
You're
a
like,
dap.
what?
It'll just be a dap.
Yeah, you might get a spud thing, bro.
No, if you get
Oh,
spudded,
boy.
that is an outrage. Imagine that. You know.
BC says the cost of a 911 to fix on top of a date will cost you though. Hey, tell him again. Tell him again, BC.
No, but you know, I know.
Hey, look.
Star Days said Matt, are Lakers cooking? People sleeping on them.
They are. I like Golden State. Obviously, they're the defending champions, but still, man, the Lakers have a good game plan. So, you know what I'm saying?
Rude boy, I still drive a 98 Honda Accord. Outside the line.
No, you don't, bro. There's no way you
Stop.
do.
No,
You're
you
lying, bro. You're lying.
No, you don't.
Why did the Bucks lose, Cal? Why did they lose, or who did they lose to? Is that
Nah, he's basically saying
they
like,
lost?
no. So it's two part. You know, obviously they lost it, right?
Yeah, the Heat.
Yeah.
Miami
But
Heat.
he's saying why did they lose?
Because they weren't good enough.
No, but I think but there's more to it than that, though.
I
why
mean,
did they
yeah,
lose?
there's more to every story, but the moral of the story, they
all
weren't
right, so
good enough
what
to beat
people
the
want to hear is Jimmy buckets, playoff Jimmy, 50-point piece, and a 40-point piece, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, Giannis missing, what was it, 3 games, I believe it was. Even though the Heat didn't have Tyler Hero, Jimmy buckets was enough in it. I can't lie. They didn't respect the team. That's what people wanted to hear, Cal. Yeah, not you dancing around.
They had less points, bro.
They hear that.
Why did Fulham lose tonight?
This is who the people want as your NBA analyst. They didn't have enough points. I'll leave it there.
I didn't call myself Cowie Smith, bro. The people.
No. But you want to take on the name.
Bruv, if the people,
Yes, so represent.
I'm representing, bro. I just answered the question.
They said, why did they lose? They didn't have enough points.
They weren't good enough. Why are
Bruv,
Liverpool going to finish?
bruv,
Why are
if we
Liverpool
were
going to
talking-
finish fourth this
if
season?
I said to
They ain't
Drift-
good enough.
If I ask Drift why did Liverpool lose, he's not just going to say because Liverpool didn't score enough goals. He's going to
Well,
break it down. Is he
I
not going to
mean-
break it down?
I mean, fact of the matter is, Liverpool aren't fourth in this.
Cal, I
season
told you,
because
don't
they
want
weren't
me
good
in
enough.
this NBA thing, you know.
I mean, as I said, we're ready. We're getting ready for this show with Bajan Barnes in it.
Yeah.
Did Golden
I
State
think-
come back the other day, Matt?
What's that, sorry?
Golden
Sorry?
State, did they come back the other day?
Yeah, they beat they came back and beat Sacramento. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they came back, yeah, because I think
Yeah,
it was at
they
halftime
won in
and they
game
were
7.
losing, innit?
Steph dropped to 50 piece,
Steph
innit?
did the madness. Steph did the madness. Jay says Hendo is a 98 Accord on our team without power steering.
Oh my! I can't believe the joke that we're running with. Don't even, Cal. You're bad. Man.
I'm just here trying to find Sam Max's super chat. I'm not getting
Cal,
involved.
that was
Adnan says, who really thinks that we will buy players this summer and that these players will make us title contenders? Right, life comes at you fast, Adnan. I'm not convinced. I'm worried about this summer. I've got to be honest.
I think we'll buy players still. I actually think we will. What it is I'm worried about, though, more importantly, it's the caliber. Are we going to get the caliber where we look at and go, hey, these are some players? Or is it going to be a case of, look who we just signed?
I said I must have been disgusted in school, you know. You're not doing me bad.
No, you know, Sam Max, I can't find your thing, bro. You know what? Put it through as a normal one because I can't actually. I don't think it came through. I'll scroll basically back to the beginning. I don't think it came through, bro.
Eastwood says cheeks.
I'm talking last camera action.
Anthony Johnson, James, sorry, says Cal dancing like Michael Jackson on the NBA team. As I said, people, with all due respect, like, and that's all due respect to Kopish, to the community and everyone. I've constantly said, if you want to listen to me here and speak about NBA, this isn't the platform for it. And if I'm going to be speaking about NBA, I should be getting paid for it still. I
didn't even mean to do that, bro. Sorry, I thought we was going to an ad break.
The price has gone up in it. You can't, like,
bro.
You wouldn't have,
no. All just aside, your NBA knowledge has gone up. It has gone up. There's no denying it has. But you know,
if you said to Kevin Hart, tell some jokes, he's going to say how much.
I can't really put. But just be careful, you know, Cal. That's all I'm saying.
Jay says Hendo running on 4 flats like a 2000 Sentra.
Hey Jay, man, you're becoming more savage than H, man.
That one was.
Oh man.
Hey.
Jay just says like the video, guys. Oh man,
Allow it.
Oh, that's the captain, you know. Fuck it, bro. Right, anyway.
Oh boy.
We got the win though, guys. We got the win.
We did. That's what I said. We did. We got the victory. We got the 3 points.
I was a bit worried in the last 15 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I was, but we got the clean sheet, man. We got it.
I think obviously we're still in 5th, innit? And
how
many
Max
points
sent through his other super chat, so the one that we missed, bro. Send it through as a non-super chat again, bro, and we'll get it out.
So we're 4 points.
Viewers review as well, guys. Get them in as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Man United have to lose literally. It's never happened. Lose
but you know what? They do have West Ham and Brighton their next 2 games. Let's say they got a draw and a loss in them next 2 games and drop 5 points. That would mean that they'll be 2 points ahead of us. Same games,
but they still got to get. Oh yeah. If they play the 2, yeah. So
if they play the 2, would you not be like a little bit more like, right? This could happen. I mean, it's a big ask for them to lose and draw to those 2 teams, but.
Yeah. Brighton can beat them, but then Brighton's also our enemy. That's another problem as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Brighton are our enemy as well. Here's the thing: we just need Man United.
They're guaranteed to beat Chelsea and Bournemouth, though.
Yeah. That's a fact.
We just need Man United to play their next 2 games before we play a game. I know that's not going to happen, but it's because you know what it is. I need to see what they're going to do in it because that's how you will see it.
Oh, do you know what? Man United are away at Bournemouth, though. You never know.
Bournemouth could potentially cause problems.
Look, if West Ham and Brighton can take 5 points off Man United, then it's back in.
Pain, innit?
If not, no, I don't think it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen, Carl. No. But I'm just saying, like, if they were to,
you're not even entertaining it.
Do you know what?
I love pain.
Bro, we were in 8th place for time, you know.
We're too far away from a show for me to talk about this. Wait to talk about it, even though we will talk about it a little bit more. But just for a second, guys, Chelsea. Have you ever seen a team so shit in your life? Like, all jokes aside, have you ever seen a team like? I wish they were like they didn't even know what they were doing. They look like they didn't even know each other. They look like when man them go, yo, can I play? I'll ask him, it's his ball. Oh, yeah, all right, come on it. Like, that is how they look like they just met each other, bro. Oh, my God, I've never seen a team so shit. They've lost 7 games in a row. Has a top flight team ever lost 7 games in a row?
Brother, they've lost 20 games this season.
No, shut up, Cal. Have they lost 20? No.
All right, Drew.
No.
Sultan says, Man, you lose to Brighton and West Ham draw with Chelsea and Bournemouth, hopefully.
You never know.
Look, try and check how many games they've lost this season.
No, I am, bro. I'm in disbelief. Hold on a minute. I need to.
Eastwood says, let's make our 0 to 3 rating the 98 accord.
Hey, we might have to do that, you know. We might have to Oh my days.
No, Cal, they've lost 14. They've lost 14.
I've 20 in all competitions, bro.
Oh,
20.
I thought you meant.
Hold on,
20
they've
games
lost
in the league.
14 in the league.
They've
Yes,
lost
bro.
14. No, but when Cal said 20, I thought, no, surely they have
Nah,
not
they're
lost 20
right.
games.
Do you know
Brother,
what?
you
They're-
shouldn't be losing 20 games in a season. Full stop, bro.
for a team like that.
No, that's mad. That is
600
actually mad.
mil, bro.
Yeah, their squad is worth £1 billion.
But Drift, imagine I told you, Drift, I've just spent 100k fixing up the house. And then you come to the house and you're like, Cal, where's your front door? I ain't got one, bruv. You ain't got a front door. Nah,
That's-
bro.
yeah. For
Where
real,
did you
for
spend
real.
100k? I just bought a couple vases and that.
Did up the bedroom closet and that.
Yeah, I just got some chandeliers in the front room. But brother, the chandeliers are almost touching the floor. Your ceiling's not that high. I know, but look how nice it looks. That's Chelsea, bro.
Yeah,
They ain't got a front door.
14 losses in the
That's-
league.
that is crazy. I
mad.
can't lie. That is crazy.
Bruv,
That is mad.
Foxes sleep in their porch, bro.
I'm not
Foxes
gonna
sleep
lie,
in
you know,
their
we're quite bad as well. We got 9 losses this season. That's how bad we.
Yeah, but not 20 in all comps.
not 20 in all comps.
I mean, I don't know how many we got. We probably got about 12.
Yeah, I know.
innit?
How many have
Yeah,
we?
let's not calculate. Let's not
yeah,
calculate.
No,
we've
because
lost
no,
about-
actually, no. We only lost 1 game in each cup, and we only lost 1 game in the Champions League.
Nah,
That's
Drift,
3
we-
games.
No,
We've
we
lost
did.
about
We
12.
didn't just lose one in the Champions League, Drift.
We lost.
Sorry,
both
I
times
forgot
to
about.
Real
I
Madrid.
forgot about 2 of the Real Madrid games. Sorry, so we only lost 3 times in the Champions League.
And Napoli.
Yeah, Napoli in the group, and then Real
Bruv,
Madrid.
we've lost
in the
about
knockout.
14 games in all comps. Rough. It's just head topping.
Yeah. 14 ain't too bad compared to 12.
That ain't
but
right.
It's still
That
bad. It
that's
is still bad.
bad.
It's not right. It's not
That's
right
bad.
at all. Yeah, it's not right.
H says Hendo got people holding their noses in his own dreams. Different level of smelly this season. Oh man, that's deep.
That is mad still.
Wakey says new manager and Hendo is getting thrown out like jazz. Ah! That's the noise you used to make when you used to get dashed out, isn't it?
Oh my
It
days.
says finish 5th, City AC Milan final. Who you supporting? Because City win, we get Champions League, but Milan win. That means Origi gets another Champions League. Who you want to win Bundesliga? I don't think we get Champions League.
No,
if City
we don't, guys. We don't.
We don't
we
get
don't.
Champions League. I was gonna say,
Only
yeah.
if the winner of the Champions League was out of the top 4, would it be 5
Yeah.
teams? Yeah.
So on that premise, regardless, anyway, I'd want AC Milan to win.
I would hope Heritage would pull through, even though the golfing class is so big.
City are going to absolutely annihilate AC Milan if they play them in the final.
Oh
Yeah. Real Madrid will as well, to be fair. Whoever gets to the final.
I think it'd be
is
worse.
Be worse if City
City.
play them. City will destroy Milan. Like,
Haaland against that backline. Oh, poor Tomori, man.
yeah, they
He might have
take
the
it.
game. He might have the game of his life.
Yeah, he's gonna
He
have
would
to
need
have the
to
game
do
of
it.
his.
Yeah.
I've already had a vision, guys. Giroud is scoring the winning Champions League goal.
He ain't,
I've already
bro.
had the vision.
He's not
Giroud's
good.
getting the winner in the final.
I
AC
hope
Milan
so.
are gonna get number 8.
I hope so.
You better hope. Who do you want to win the Bundesliga, guys? For me, it's Dortmund.
Yeah, always be Dortmund.
Bayern Munich.
Fair dues. For
You know
Sadio.
why? Because for Sadio, but also because I want Bellingham to feel heartache after we didn't get him. I'm on a spiteful thing.
Jay
joking.
said
Dortmund.
Fabinho is a
Bayern.
2005
Sadio.
F-150 that needs new shock absorbers. I can't.
2005 is all right. 2005 is not too far back still. 98 though,
people.
that's too far.
As I said, I'm taking a Accord, bro.
No, the
might-
thing is, Cal's not even joking. If people think
I'm not
Cal's joking, we know we can categorically tell you that he will be rolling in this in red as well, rather
In
than
red, bruv.
in this.
Yeah. My legs are too long to sit in that as well, bro. You know how long it take me to sit down in that, bro?
Get in slowly, bruv.
Pause.
It's a pause.
Big
hard
pause for them,
pause there, bro.
Big pause for them. Big pause. Big pause.
Can't be looking at the camera telling man to get in slowly, man. Oh man. Hard pause for that one there, man. Omar says Fabinho is more of a Scania truck level steering. I don't even know these cars.
I don't know what a Scania truck is either.
Neither do I. Eastwood says, in all fairness, Hendo has served us well, so we should send him away with class and not take him out in the country and put him down. He's done a lot in the locker room to keep the memory. You can't buy that facts. Oh no, everyone knows that. We are just having a little laugh, but we all know Henderson is one of the best captains to grace this club and one of the best servants to grace this club. But we do have to move on from him now.
Some people are savage, man.
People, we are going to be wrapping up now. We are going to be back tomorrow night for the Prem panel show, so make sure you tune in for that. Should be a vibe. Liverpool winning 5 games in a row. So, panelist boy George, he might get cooked tomorrow. Bruno Lee might get cooked tomorrow.
Title race ain't over, man.
No, I genuinely don't believe it is either, but it's still fun cooking them while they're going through heartache. I like to see divide in the Arsenal fan base. There's very few prettier sights in the world. You got things like the Taj Mahal, the pyramids in Egypt, but nothing quite warmed my belly than seeing Arsenal fans arguing amongst themselves. It's just a sight.
So, Sammy and I don't think that Sam Max segment is through either, bro. If you could quickly send it through as a non-super because we are bowing out now, bro. But nothing came through. Honestly, I scrolled all the way back. Nothing came through.
It hasn't. So, but yes, 5 games in a row, people. Hopefully, we can keep this going, and then we can use this to catapult us for next season and have a good start to the season, and then have a great season, which is what we've become accustomed to under Jurgen Klopp. And that all starts in the summer, though, with good acquisitions and purchases and letting the right players go as well. So time will tell. Anything you want to say before we take the people out, boys?
Boy, let's get another dub on Saturday.
Yeah, and obviously, get their viewers reviews in, guys. Big up to all the regulars as always. Get them in as soon as possible if you want to send them in. A couple guys, maybe the thing's messing up because quite a few, I hope you guys are telling the truth as well, so we're not just thinking there's all these supers we're meant to look for. But yeah, quite a few people are saying nothing. Like, I've scrolled all the way back through, and any like we haven't missed any, not the ones that have come through. So
no, not that I can see. I'm having a quick scroll now.
Yeah, apologies if that's the case. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, big up everyone as always. 5 wins in a row as well. Do you know what? We can't actually just skate over that. For the season we're having, 5 in a row is actually really good. So at least we put a little bit of form together at the end of the season. So yeah, man.
Long may it continue. Oh, people,
clean sheet as well.
Enough love to you all. Smash that like button as well, people. We've had over 1,000 of you in here for large portions of the show. Let's get up to at least 1,000 likes, please, people. Please do that for us. Listen, we see you on the next show. Stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kop-Ish, and we're out. 98 Accords, baby. 98 Accords.
Peace.